Hey everybody, how's everybody doing out there? Again, in sunny Florida here. It's going to get to about 80 something degrees today, probably like 81, 82. No clouds in the sky, just absolutely beautiful. A couple people were asking me if they did move, what type of tips that I have for them, especially if they're making a long trip from Washington all the way down to Florida. Well, I don't mind that. You come on down, plenty of room. One of the big tips that I'm glad that we did was we did sell all of our furniture and most of our like big appliances, all that kind of stuff. We just didn't have the room. We rented a pod and brought like our clothes, things like that, necessity stuff in that pod. But in our Jeep, we only had our like immediate clothes, things like that, because we had the two dogs. So it kind of kept everything kind of cramped in the Jeep, which was tough, but we made it through. The other thing is snacks. Snacks are going to be your friend when you're driving, especially if you drove as much as I did. I was probably driving between 12 to, I think the last day I drove almost 16 hours. Keeping those snacks on you, just try to stay awake, is a big key there. And then finding your rest stops, getting your rest, especially with our dogs. We weren't renting houses or hotels or anything like that just because of the two dogs. It was kind of tough to find places. So we slept at rest stops, and that was interesting. A couple of them, they definitely are interesting there. Once you get into Texas, their rest stops turn a little different at times, but they were a lot nicer and everything. And then I would say the other big tip is have somebody with you talking to you, because if I didn't have Alicia, oh man, that would have been a horrid trip. So being able to have somebody talking with you and socializing. But I would just say, make sure everything's prepared. Make sure your clothes are ready so you can change out. Trying to find things in the Jeep was kind of tough at times. But, we made it work, and keeping a good attitude. Driving's not for the weak. It's definitely a tough little adventure driving that whole way. Because that was like 2,500 miles or something. So it was a lot. So I'll be sharing some little things throughout, things that I can remember. But I'll get back to you. Take care.